Hello, and welcome to Burlington Public Schools 2021-2022 Elementary Schools Technology Orientation presentation. My name is Michelle Artizzoni, and I am a digital learning coach here in the district. Allow me to introduce my team members. First, we'll begin with our digital learning team members. Dennis Villano, our Director of Technology Integration, and my fellow digital learning coaches, Jen Sheffer, Paula Weldon, Dan Donoff, Linda O'Leary, and Leroy Wong. On the IT team side, we have Jose D'Souza, our network administrator, Eric Calandrello, our systems administrator, Theo Goulis and Emerson Perez are our IT technicians, and Fadine Soterial, our administrative assistant. Our roles can be viewed and divided into these two categories. We all support our students and staff. However, the digital learning team is responsible for the teaching and education of staff and students. We answer and support questions such as, how do I do that? We collaborate with staff on technology integration. We support the applications on a student iPad. We teach a digital literacy curriculum across all elementary schools. We create and also teach library curriculum programming across all schools. And last, we provide instruction and professional development on new and evolving technologies for our teachers and staff. The IT team handles questions and support for the hardware and network devices that are used in schools. They hear and support such questions as, can you fix it? They provide and service devices that students use, such as the iPad. They support the network, phones, projectors, and peripherals that are used in all of the schools. They support the student and teacher accounts and password recovery. Last, our IT team also has a partnership to support the town of Burlington's IT needs as well. If your child is in need of technology support during the school day, their first person to speak with and contact will be their homeroom teacher. Next, the teacher will contact the technology department if further support may be needed. In Burlington, we have in place a one-to-one iPad learning program, which means that all students in grades K through 5 will each have their own assigned student iPad. Those devices will remain in schools in homeroom carts and will not be going home with students. Their iPads are managed with Burlington Public Schools security and restrictions put in place through the Mosile Mobile Device Management System. Students will be using their Burlington Public Schools Google account to access content. Teachers set the expectations of how to use technology appropriately when appropriate in the classroom environment. Burlington Public Schools has a responsible use policy and student handbooks to be used as guides. Overall, students are responsible for the care of their device while in school. Your elementary child's iPad will have a case around the body of the iPad with an attached keyboard to be used for typing. Here is a picture of their device with a keyboard attached. Caring for the student iPad. The student's iPad is an essential learning tool that they will use on a regular basis. No eating or drinking should occur near your iPad. Students will take care transporting their iPad between classrooms at school. Please remember that the iPad screen is made out of glass. Internet filtering. On the Burlington Public Schools Wi-Fi network, The student iPads are filtered when they are online. Inappropriate content is filtered and/or blocked, and students' online activities are monitored. Remember, students are held responsible for their behavior while online, and digital identity can significantly affect your future. Student iPads have restrictions on the App Store. The Apple App Store is disabled for students. The apps are installable via Mobile Manager app, which you can see the icon to the right. So that Mobile Manager app only contains the apps that are approved by Burlington Public School staff. These App Store restrictions cannot be removed on student iPads. No opt-out available for these restrictions. Data privacy. Burlington Public Schools has an emphasis on student and staff data privacy. All apps, sites, and Chrome extensions are reviewed. All account-based products are reviewed. Please see the approved apps site list posted on this website by clicking on the link. Burlington Public Schools refers to the Student Data Privacy Consortium and Student Privacy Pledge when reviewing apps. A wonderful website for parents and teachers for reference is Common Sense Media. They provide guidance and examples of web safety, digital citizenship, privacy protection and online identity, reviews of movies, music, video games, along with ratings, as well as family technology idea and guidance. Student Google accounts. These are the critical key to accessing technology resources and communication throughout Burlington Public Schools. A student's Gmail Google account has this following user format: the LACID @bps121.org. LACID is a reference to the student's unique 6-digit identifying number. Here is an example of a student email: 123456 @bps121.org. For safety and security, a student email can only be sent and received from within the Burlington domain, meaning the email ends in bpsk12.org, which is the teacher domain, or bps121.org, the student domain. Google account passwords. Please help your child memorize his or her password. Their password will be a minimum of 8 characters long. A strong password will have a mixture of upper and lowercase letters and characters, as well as special characters such as an exclamation mark, an @sign, or an asterisk. Passwords should always be kept confidential and never shared. Mobile device management. Our IT team uses Mobile Device Management, MDM. This controls the security restrictions and apps on student iPads. This does not include control over cameras. Apps that students need in an educational setting in the classroom are available for them to download in the Mobile Manager app. Updates to these apps are also available via the Mobile Manager app. Students will be logging into the Burlington Public Schools Clever website once again this year. The Clever single sign-on option allows students to sign in once using their Google logins and access several other apps without needing to log in again. Users log into applications with a single set of credentials configured at the district level, a Gmail username and password. Clever itself is not an iPad app. It is accessed through a web browser, Safari. To access Clever, open Safari and type www.clever.com/bpsk12 \in and click Login with Google. Students will be logging into Clever, and these diagrams demonstrate the steps. Once they click Login with Google on the left, they will enter in their student email account, which again contains their student ID, their LACID number, 6 digits long, at bps121.org, and then they enter their confidential Google password. This slide will demonstrate the steps for logging in to Clever with a Google account if you prefer to watch a video demonstration. The following apps are some highlighted elementary apps accessed via Clever: Symphony Math, iReady, Seesaw, and ST Math, to name just a few. Students also at the elementary level will frequently be using the Seesaw Class app. This class app that they use will allow them to have an online digital journal for their assignments and feedback between teacher and student. It is also used for parent communications. It promotes independent learning and creativity on the part of the student. Students will create a purposeful digital journal containing posts and visuals and videos and photographs of their work at school. The Seesaw Class app also allows parents to see what their students are learning and the process that they're going through. Seesaw supports audio, video, photos, drawings, and more. Students only see their teacher-approved work and not their classmates using the Seesaw Class app. There is also a Seesaw Family app for families. It is for parents and up to 5 family members total to use. You install it from your personal device, not on a student iPad. Your child's homeroom teacher will give an invitation to parents not connected to the Seesaw program, and that will allow you to view your your student's work via the app on a smartphone or on a desktop, laptop, or Chromebook. As a parent, you will be able to now comment and like your child's work. You can send private messages to the teacher using the Seesaw Family app. You will only see the work of your child or children in the district. You can toggle between the journals if you have more than one child using the Seesaw Family app. When working remotely, students use the Class app on their school-issued device. Here you'll see the apps that are frequently found and used by elementary students within the Google Workspace app family. We'll begin with Google Drive, which allows for online cloud storage of all of the following apps and their data to be discussed. First, Google Docs, which is a word processing application. Next, Google Slides, which is used for slide presentation creation, such as the one you're viewing today. Google Classroom is used by students and teachers to exchange and deliver content and assignments between class and teacher. Gmail is Google's email system, which again is closed to the 2 Burlington domains, meaning students can only email another Burlington student or Burlington teacher. Next, we have Google Meet, which is used for online video calls and conferencing for learning. And last, Google Forms, which is used to create a survey and collect data in a spreadsheet format. And once again, all of those apps that I have just mentioned have storage that stays within the Google Drive app. To highlight one more time, your elementary student, if they are in need of technology support, the first person they would go to is to talk to their teacher at school. The teacher would then determine if they needed to contact the technology department for support if needed. A reminder of the digital learning team members: Dennis Villano, our Director of Technology Integration, and the fellow digital learning coaches across the district: Jen Sheffer, myself, Michelle Artizzoni, Paula Weldon, Dan Donoff, Linda O'Leary, and Leroy Wong. In order to stay connected and up to date with any digital learning technologies, please check out the current BPS digital learning website for updated digital resources, how-to guides, and technology learning sessions. We have provided 3 links for you to the website specifically for family resources and our library and technology department webpage. Once again, this has been a pleasure. My name is Michelle Artizzoni, and welcome to another year of education at Burlington Public Schools. We're happy to have you all back.